Okay, so here we're looking at problems 3, 4, and 5. We have fractions being divided by whole numbers. In other words, I'm taking a fraction, and guess what? I'm dividing that fraction into even smaller pieces because I'm dividing. Another way I can think about it is saying I'm just taking a part of each of those. So I asked you to come up with a way of rewriting each of these as a multiplication problem. So I would love it if people that haven't participated yet would step up and give me some ways to write these as multiplication problems. Antoine. 1/4 times 1/5. Another way I could say that is 1/5 of 1/4. That's exactly right. Who has a multiplication sentence for 3/5 divided by 5? Someone that hasn't participated. Alex.
3/5
times 1/5. That's also exactly right. That's the same thing as saying I'm taking 1/5 of 3/5. I could flip-flop these all day long and still get the same answer. So someone from table 1 now. Malaysia.
1/5 times 1/5.
Exactly. Good work. In other words, she's taking 1/4 of 1/5. And so now we're just multiplying fractions. That's the easiest thing that we can possibly do with fractions. There's nothing easier that we can do with fractions, in my opinion, because there's none of this finding common denominators. So you're not flipping anything around. You're just multiplying straight across. So Ray, what is 1/4 times 1/5? Multiply 1 times 1. Okay, and then 4 times 5. 1/20. All right, someone else, give me the product here. Jose. 3/25. Okay. Crystal. 1/20. Fantastic. So some other quick models here. If I wanted to show 1/4 being partitioned into 5 different pieces, if I'm drawing a model, what do I need to draw? Am I drawing the 5 or am I drawing the 1/4? I'm drawing what I have to share, whatever it is I'm splitting up. So I would represent 1 somehow. I'm going to call that my whole. And then to represent 1/4, how many pieces do I need to split that whole into? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then how many need to be shaded in? Just 1. And then to show that I'm taking 1/5 of, or another way of saying I'm taking that 1/4 and I'm dividing it into 5 pieces. What do I need to split this into? Yes, let's split it into 5. So now I have a row of 4 times a row of 5. What's 4 times 5? 4 times 5 is 20. And then just one of these is shaded in this top row. So it's only going to be one group of this. So that's 1/20. Let's do another model. The 3/5. What am I making a model of? The 3/5 or the 5? What am I cutting up? The 3/5. So I don't worry about the second thing. I draw the first thing. Whatever it is, I have to share. Now, this whole box, this whole thing is going to represent one piece, one whole. Now, in order to show that it's 3/5, how many pieces do I need to cut it into? This is fractions 101. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To show 3/5. Rodney, to show 3/5, how many fifths do I have to color in, man? What? To show 3/5. These are each fifths. To show 3/5, how many do I need to shade in? 3, yes. 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. Now, whatever that 3/5 is, I don't know what it is. It could be monkeys. It could be gallons. It could be, packages of baby food. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Whatever it is, I have 3/5 of it. And I need to have 5 different shares. I need to cut it into 5 different pieces. So how many pieces do I need to cut this into now?
5.
Yes. So whatever it is, I'm going the other way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I have a row of 5 times a column of 5. 5 times 5. So that means each one of these is worth 1/25th. And so this first person, or this first share, whatever it is, gets 1, 2, 3 groups of 1/25th. 3 groups of 1/25th. So that's going to be 3/25ths. One last time. Let's put the nail in the coffin. 1/5 divided by 4. What do I need to draw? Am I sharing the 4 or am I sharing the 1/5, people? 1/5. So let's draw our hole. There's my hole. If I need to show fifths, how many pieces am I cutting into, Alex M? To show fifths, how many pieces do I need? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now to show 1/5, what do I need, Julio? How many do I need to shade in? 1. Very good. All right. Now, all I've done so far is, for this problem, I've just shown the 1/5. Now, the rest of the problem says divided by 4. So how many pieces am I cutting that 1/5 into? Brian? 4. All right, so now I look at it the other way. I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, to figure out how much each of these is worth, I say, how many rows do I have times how many columns? So I've got a row of 5 right there times 4. So 5 times 4 means each of these is worth a 20th. I look at my top row, and there's only one of them shaded in. That means I have one group of 1/20th. 1/20th is my answer. So what have we learned? We've learned that we can think of dividing as multiplying by a fraction of. Whenever I divide 1/4 times, or 1/4 divided by 5, I can think of that as taking 1/5 of 1/4. I can think of 3/5 divided by 5 as 3/5, or 1/5 of 3/5. I can think of 1/5 divided by 4 as taking 1/4 of 1/5. Just multiplying straight across. So what you're going to do now is you're going to look at the remainder of the problems until I say to switch and work on your research. You're going to try and work on those so that way you're prepared, better prepared for the test that will be coming up here in several days.